fired up. All right, people. On that note, I want to speak about the, the Prince Andrew interview. People, if you have not watched this interview, you have to watch this interview of Prince Andrew giving an interview on justifying himself with Epstein. So basically, they've said, "Look, you spent several days with Epstein, and you've kept so many years of contact. And what's this all about?" So what he says is in his interview, they go, "Well, here's a young lady, a girl, a teenager at the time, who's come forward and said, well, she's had sex with you on many occasions and had orgies with you and things like this. And, she was just a teenager at the time. And, and here's a photograph of you standing with her." So he's standing there with this shirt, like open a bit. And I don't know whether it's a club or some kind of thing. And it's not a club, but some kind of, I don't know, party. And he's got his arm around her waist. And they say, well, and here's a photo. She's produced a photograph of you two together. So he says, well, he doesn't say the hand isn't mine. He does better than that. He goes, well, you see, you see, I want to say I have no recollection of this event, of ever meeting this lady. And I know that is not true because when I travel, I always wear a tie. And I'm clearly not wearing a tie in that photograph. So it could not be me because when I travel, my travel clothes are always with a tie. It's just, I no tie. It just can't be me. I thought, what the? And then they asked him, are you suggesting this photograph is fake? Are you suggesting this photograph is fake? Well, first of all, nobody can prove that it's that actually took place, and that's. I just want to say nobody can prove it. And then the best people, check this out. I don't know how. No wonder his PR guy told him don't do the interview. The moment he did, that guy quit. They said, well, she has a vivid memory of you that, look, she met you at this club. And he says, well, another reason that can clearly not be me is because I remember on that day, I went to a Pizza Express with Beatrice in Woking. I remember that I went to. They're like, well, why do you remember that so clearly? Why would you remember going to Pizza Express? Because I'm royalty. I clearly do not go to Pizza Express, and I've only ever been. I do not go to Woking, so I've only been there on 2 or 3 occasions. So I would clearly remember. I was with Beatrice. And we went to a Pizza Express. And then the lady says that, right, and she says in her description, she was with you all night, they had that later on you had sex and you did this, and she says that she remembers about you that you would sweat profusely, that this was, she mentions it in her description. What would you like to say about that? Oh, well, you see, I've actually stopped. I actually don't sweat. I had an injury in the Falklands War. I was fighting in the Falklands War. After the war, because of the shock, I just do not sweat anymore. I've given up on sweating, and recently I've only started to sweat again. So no, that can clearly not be me. I just do not sweat. People, what the hell was that? What the hell? Oh, sorry, I gotta plug this in. Is that charging? Is that right? So this, oh my God, was so hilarious. You've got to watch it. Sweat. Well, I've stopped doing that. You couldn't make up that interview if you tried. Please watch it for the love of God. So funny. Right, guys.